Okay, so the internet, right? Big promise.
All right.
Anyone can create, anyone can share. It felt like this huge open door.
Yeah, total creative freedom, supposedly.
But looking at the material we've got here, it seems like for people sharing really personal, intimate stuff, photos, videos, that freedom, it comes with some, well, pretty unique challenges.
Absolutely. The sort of standard model we've seen online for this kind of content has often been these uh, tube sites.
Right, the free ones, ad supported.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And while, sure, they offer reach, they create this huge problem. Your personal work, something you made, can end up right next to material you'd never want to be associated with. It's just chaotic.
Yeah, like sharing something deeply personal and it pops up next to, I don't know, random ads or totally unrelated, maybe even problematic stuff.
hmm And then there's the whole societal stigma around adult content, isn't there?
Definitely. Even while you see mainstream places like, say, Goop talking about healthy sexuality being important,
Right.
the way platforms have usually handled intimate content doesn't really respect that same idea. There's a disconnect.
Totally a disconnect. If we're saying, okay, a healthy sexual life is valuable, then maybe creating personal, intimate content safely. Maybe that's a valid form of expression or connection.
But the standard platforms make that really hard to do respectfully.
They do. So the sources we're looking at, they really dig into how some platforms are trying to build something totally different, a space for these creators.
Trying to get away from that old, messy tube site model.
That's the core idea, yeah. Platforms like Bentbox, which came up in the sources, they seem designed from the start as dedicated spaces.
Okay, so what makes them different? What are the key things?
Well, there are a few big ones. First, giving creators real control, like detailed control over their content, who sees it. Then content segregation,
Segregation. So, meaning,
meaning your personal work isn't just thrown into the same giant bucket with everything else out there. It's kept distinct.
okay, so it's not just about keeping away illegal stuff. It's about protecting your own, like, brand, your identity, by keeping your unique work separate.
Precisely. Keeping it distinct from the vast sea of often anonymous content. And the third big thing, serious copyright protection.
Which seems critical, right? If you're sharing intimate moments, the risk if that gets stolen or leaked is huge.
It's fundamental. A platform that actually focuses on protecting that content offers a basic level of safety that's often missing elsewhere.
Okay. So control, segregation, protection. Now, how does this translate into, well, opportunity? The sources talk a lot about the money side of things.
Yes, and this is where that direct connection really matters. Instead of getting, like, tiny fractions of ad revenue from free views,
Which is the old model.
right, here creators can sell access directly to their audience,
Yeah.
to fans who are actually looking for their specific work, their perspective.
And the sources suggest this isn't just, coffee money. They talk about creators potentially making thousands a month. How?
It's about fostering that direct relationship.
Mhm.
It becomes a value exchange. Fans pay for maybe exclusive content or just a glimpse into the creator's life they can't get anywhere else.
So the platform just facilitates that private sale.
Exactly. It lets creators build a real income stream from their own creativity and connection
Mm.
without needing that massive anonymous audience that ad models demand.
Hmm. So when you put it all together, the control, keeping content separate, the protection, plus the direct way to earn money, it sounds like more than just a different business plan.
It really is. The argument in the sources is that this whole approach empowers creators. It lets them share, but on their own terms.
By giving them a dedicated, controlled space.
Yeah. It offers a different narrative, you could say.
Well,
It allows intimate content to be shared and viewed within boundaries the creator sets.
Mm.
And maybe that helps contribute to I don't know, a more nuanced view of sexuality online.
it feels like the platform design itself could actually shape how we think about creativity and boundaries and even making a living, especially when it involves sharing personal stuff online.
Absolutely. Providing that dedicated space, protecting rights, enabling those direct fan connections, it fundamentally changes the whole situation for this type of content creation.
It gives creators a path to share, maybe more authentically, definitely more securely, and potentially profitably too, a way out of the old issues.
A path away from the limitations and, frankly, the stigmas of the older models.
So maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. What does this shift towards these dedicated creator-first platforms really mean for how we define creativity, privacy, and even income online going forward?